Hey YouTubers, welcome to my channel. So nice to have you here today with me. So you see what this is? Yeah, this is what happened. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know why I have this. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about Lady C's book. Problem is, and I had someone comment on my page about this, and I want to thank that commenter so much for saying this, and I didn't even think about this. I do not want to hinder Lady C's book sales. I want you guys to all go out, purchase her book, and let's talk about it. But as we know, the book is not available in the States, and some people just may not be able to get it. So unfortunately, I'm going to hold off my summary, my chapter summaries, until after the book comes out here in the States. So towards the end of July, early August. And then I'll do some summaries about the book, because I just don't want people to not buy the book and get the updates here. I mean, I know it's not like everybody is like watching me on my channel to know what the book says, but I just don't want to be any cause for the sales for Lady C's book not, having the sales that I know it's going to have. So with that said, I'm sorry, but I will not be doing my summary updates, but I will later. So, it's coming. So hold out. I want everyone to go out and buy that book, because she is telling the truth. She is telling us things that we really need to know about Miss Meg's. Because we really need to understand what Lady C has seen, what she has been able to find out while going and roaming amongst all the aristocrats, and kind of scoping things out and talking with people and getting us the information, the 411, because we just know we're not going to get that from this new book coming out, Finding Freedom. That book is going to be filled with all kind of typos. So we're just not going to really try to rely on that story telling us the picture. And it's not like we want to read a book that has all this stuff in it that's bad. We want to hear truth, and we don't want to hear things that are slanted to one side. And we know that Miss Lady C, she has been fair. She's very good in her research and her reporting. I think she's a very reliable source to get information from. So therefore, I think her book is going to give us a pretty good, accurate picture of the comings and goings of the things that we have seen with Meghan and Harry and her life, Meghan and her life, and all the things that she's done since being in the royal family. And we ain't got time for typos. It takes too long to read and decipher and figure out what is what. We ain't got time for it. So I'll be doing my summaries later after that book comes out in July. Go buy the book. Go buy Miss Lady Colin Campbell's book. Okay? We are really dealing with some crazy times, as you guys all know. We're on lockdown still here in the States. And not only that, we've got a lot of rioting. There's a lot of hate going back and forth from both sides. And people are just doing all kind of crazy things that it's just making things worse with the pandemic. And I am feeling like the world is seriously getting ready to just fall over and just say, look, I'm done. We done spinning. This is going to stop rotating, and things are just going to come to an end, because it's just gotten crazy. And we know there's always some craziness we're dealing with Miss Meghan. And the newest thing that I'm reading here from the Express, Meghan and Prince Harry struggling with new role as royal family flourishes. So we know the royal family, they were like, bye, see ya. They said bye to Harry and Meghan, and they went back to doing what they do. They just don't have time for some Hollywood girl who thinks she's gonna come in and try to change everything. Like, what you gonna change? What you changing? Really? Meghan, you think you're gonna go into the royal family and just everyone gonna be like, okay, Miss Meghan, what you want us to do now? They've been around for so many years. They ain't got time for you thinking that you about to come in there and take over on the royal family and make some changes for a new modern day royal. If anybody's doing that, it's going to be William and Kate. It ain't gonna be you. They're flourishing. And at the same time, we see Meghan is just really going back to trying to find some relevance, trying to find relevance in her life. And, you know, we just seen her do it with the last charity that she visited. So here it says that they've been struggling with the coronavirus lockdown in LA, unlike the royal family in the UK, according to a royal expert. In California, things are really out of control. She didn't just put herself in the middle of a storm. Why she would do that, we do not know, but she know why, and we can speculate. Acting jobs. Their departure from their royal careers and living in the UK may have been ill-timed, according to royal expert Roya Nika. While speaking on True Royalty TV with Kate Thornton, Miss Nikiha claimed Meghan and Harry have had a tough lockdown. She said the pair have had to postpone some of their projects due to the health crisis and lockdown across the world, forcing the pair to be quieter publicly. I don't think they've been doing that, but if you say so. In comparison, the True Royalty TV panel praised other royal family members like Kate and William for thriving during the pandemic. Miss Thornton said, "We have seen Kate and Prince William doing some great work. I think Kate really has been flourishing in her Zoom calls, but what about Meghan and Harry?" Obviously, the timing was a little off in terms of their move. Pre-lockdown, they were finding their feet in a new home in a new way in California, Los Angeles. Have they had a good lockdown, do you think? She's explaining that the difficulties the royal couple has had over the last few months. She replied, "I think it has been quite tough for Meghan and Harry. It's really unfortunate timing. Not that it is their fault. They left the UK to have a different and progressive new role. And then the coronavirus happened and they are now in lockdown in LA." The royal commentator then reflected on the impact the other royal family members have had during the lockdown in the UK. She continued, "The royal family have had a little battle and a war. They have had a good war during the coronavirus pandemic. People have sort of thought that this is what the royal family is for." It's difficult for Meghan and Harry. We have seen a few clips of them which look quite staged. Yes, they do look staged, don't they? I'm glad she reported that. They have had to be pretty quiet because all of the plans that they have had for their foundation have been put on hold. The couple has felt that the coronavirus is more important, and also the Black Lives Matter movement, which we did hear from Meghan on. It was really a powerful message that she would not have been able to do had she still been a working member of the royal family. Yes, we know Meghan would not have been able to have a call to action for Black Lives Matter, but let me just incite you a little bit. Black Lives Matter has been around way before this coronavirus. It's been around way before Meghan left to go to the UK. So if she really ever had intentions of being a part of the movement, she could have done it well before she got married to Harry, when she was doing other things. If this was something, even if it wasn't directly related with the Black Lives Matter, she never had anything to do with that prior to going into the royal family. So why would she be a part of it now? Because it gives her relevance now. We all know that's the reason why. But what I'm trying to say is that she is doing something because she has no relevance in what she's doing now in California, because everything has just kind of whacked her plans out of place. She doesn't know what she can do now. And this is the one thing that's getting a lot of immediate attention. It's very, very prevalent in our society today, especially here in America. So her trying to attach herself to that movement is so superficial because it's never been a part of her messaging in the past. It really wasn't a part of her messaging when she wanted to talk about doing a foundation. Did she ever make that part of her message when she was toying with the idea of starting a foundation? No. So, you know, it's not like we woke up and there was this movement for Black Lives Matter and she said, okay, that's what I want to do. It was there all along, and she never did anything with it. She doesn't even identify as a Black woman. So why would that be something that she would even remotely care about? We know she doesn't. We know it's all for self-serving purposes, but that's what it looks like. Now, Meghan may feel otherwise, I don't know, but this is the picture and the image that we are getting when we see Meghan try to, you know, jump on the bandwagon with the Black Lives Matter movement now. She's over there in California now, and everything has just been torn to pieces with her whole movement, her whole plan, so to speak, because she doesn't even have a foundation to build on. She just kind of jumped off a cliff and there's no lifeboat there. She didn't plan on nothing. It's like there's an emergency, but you don't even have an emergency plan because you starting what you doing during the emergency. How can you even build from this at this point? It seems like it's going to be a pretty tough climb to try to get anything going with these circumstances. And not only to mention that her husband Harry has already left. He's back in the UK apparently. Okay, so she's by herself. I mean, to me, it just is a big mess of not knowing what she's going to do. It's pretty sad and superficial, and it can only be more miserable for her. Like I said, go to sleep. Take a long nap. Take a long nap so you can gather yourself in what is your purpose. I mean, a time where there's a lot of upheaval in the world and he's in America. I mean, the timing is just so, it's like a perfect storm for failure. And I think the only thing to help with that whole possibility of failure is to just take a nap, go to sleep, and just worry about your family. Just do your family. Don't worry about a career. Don't do anything. I mean, I want to commend the royals for just keeping it moving. They didn't stop and look at Meg. They didn't look at Meg. They didn't look at her and try to figure out what she doing. No, they're like, we doing our Zooms. We're going to stick to our patronages. We're going to stick to what we've been doing because we have purpose. We have meaning. We have relevance that we've had for years. I can only imagine what it's like for them as a newly married couple with a young child in a foreign country for Harry, Meghan in a country with upheaval. It just seems so catastrophic of a situation that you almost have to say, ooh, I don't even know if I want to see this train crash because it's heading for disaster. It really is heading for some unfortunate situations and timing. That's all I wanted to say for today. But as you guys know, my summaries for the Lady C's book will be starting in late July, early August, so that people have a chance to buy the book here in the States without me ruining it for them. That'd be pretty messed up. I'm giving away all the secrets and details and people haven't even read the book yet. That's pretty wrong. So I'm going to not do that. Please forgive me. I kind of jumped the gun. I was so excited, but I'm still going to read the book. And maybe I'll just go ahead and do the filming and just won't upload it until late July. Okay, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here and for subscribing and following me. I love you all. Peace and love. Bye-bye.